My name is Scott Manning, and I am the brewmaster and partner of Vintage Brewing Company. We're in Sauk City, and we now have 3 Vintage Brewing Company pubs. I was actually on a different path. I was headed to Los Angeles to make my way in the film business, and it just so happened that my Chevy Cavalier wasn't going to let me do that, so it broke down outside of Tucson, Arizona. I had to put down some temporary roots, and in that time I ended up getting a job as an assistant brewer, and it didn't take long that I was hooked. This is a family outfit. The original vintage story starts with my cousin Trent Kramer and his wife Brittany Kramer, who opened up the Vintage Spirits and Grill. It took a little place on the west side here in Madison to come up for lease. Trent gives me a call one day and says, "Scott, would you ever consider moving back to Wisconsin?" And I laughed. And he said, "Well, there's a brew pub here. You think we could make a go of it?" And I decided to move back to Wisconsin and start brewing beer with the family. 2017, after doing a pretty good job on the west side in Madison, we were ready to think about our next steps. And anyone who's visited our original brewery on Whitney Way, if you see the tanks behind the glass, those are the only tanks we have. So it stands to reason we'd be looking for something a little bigger. Sauk City was great in working with us, and they were looking for a brewery partner to come in and be kind of a destination. And we were ready to make a brewery that was far beyond where we'd been before. The building itself is enormous, so it was beyond our own kind of personal reach. So we needed to reach out to someone for some help. Monona Bank has been a great partner for us in that regard. The brewing equipment's certainly not cheap either. Simultaneously, a canning line's a thing. Once you install it, it takes some work. You get it to bend to your will, and then, hey, this new expansion to southeast Wisconsin, that's great. That's a testament to getting into this place and making more beer than we ever have, and maintaining a high level of quality, which is always, goal number 1 for us. Arlen at Monona has been great to work with. He took the time to get to know our specific needs and get to know our business, and that means a lot. It creates a strong partnership that way. They want to support you. Knowing that you've made something or done something, and that kind of instant gratification of looking around the bar and seeing just people chatting and smiles on their faces, and maybe you've made a little bit of difference in their life. You just made a little bit of difference to make them happier today. I think that really, I kind of need that in my work life, so that's important for me. I really like the creative side too. So the process is definitely fascinating, and I could go down those roads too, but I think I'm probably more of an artist than an engineer at my heart. So I do like, making things work, and I do like putting the things together that'll surprise you. So a new twist and a new turn.
Monona Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.